Don't you think it is amazing how the human body is formed from such small particles? Have you ever wondered what these particles are? You try to obtain good marks in exams. Atoms try to attain stability too. How do they do it? They do not have as many desires as we have. They either hunt for electrons or give away their own electrons. Most atoms become stable by just reaching the octet state.
When an atom obtains 8 electrons in its outermost shell or the valence shell, it is said to have achieved an octet.
So, how do these atoms attain the stable octet state? Atoms are smart. They give up the excess electrons to the atoms that require electrons. According to the law of nature, oppositely charged species always attract each other. So, sodium ion with a positive charge and the negative chloride ion attract each other very strongly by electrostatic forces of attraction to form sodium chloride, also known as table salt. And oxygen atoms are brought close to each other.
Hi, today we will discuss the chapter numbers 0 to 9. In pre-primary, children are introduced to numbers and number names from 0 to 9. This chapter is a revision of the same with interesting activities. Counting the numbers forward and backwards helps children learn the concepts of addition and subtraction of numbers. Comparing the numbers is an important foundational skill in maths. For example, you are going to distribute chocolates to 5 of your friends and buy 7 chocolates. We have used a story-based approach for teaching concepts to enable the child to connect the concepts to real life. Here, we have taken a story of Numbo's family going on a jungle trek. While going, all of them sing a beautiful song of numbers. You can sing it and ask children to sing along with you. This will help children remember the order of numbers from 0 to 9. And let us try exercise to apply the concepts that children have learned. Using the scenario of numbers having bananas, the concept of making groups is explained.
Now, if we talk about the habitat of cnidarians, these are marine, but you also have freshwater forms. Example is hydra. Now, if we have to talk about the habit of the organism and how the organism is sustaining. Now, these organisms either remain alone or they live in a group of members. If they are remaining alone or they are only to themselves in one particular region, we call them as solitary organisms. So, solitary organisms example we can take hydra again. And when they live in groups, we call them to be colonial in nature. So, they have an entire colony of a specific group of organisms which are living together, then we call it as colonial organisms or colonial habitat. An example for this we can take Obelia. Now, we will see the structure of a nidoblast, which is the stinging cell of a coelenterates. So, if you see the structure of nidoblast, this is when it is present in the body surface, which means it is not functional. So, this is when you see it is present, as such when it is not functional. So, when an organism is coming to a stimulus of predation, this will give a stimulus to the organism, which is activated with the stimulus given to the organism because of the predator organism. This is the structure of nidoblast. Now, we will talk about the digestive tract and digestion in coelenterates.
Air is an invisible mixture. Conceptualizing its properties can be difficult for students. You can make use of real life examples to help students grasp the concept easily. Let us now go before starting this chapter. You will notice that an audio-visual module have been integrated with the ebook. These are also present in the LMS. You can use them to introduce a topic or reinforce the topics discussed at the end of a session.